But yeah, let's watch Ted get forced to go to Japan.
It's the second channel. What's up, guys? Like 2 days ago, Schlatt asked me if I wanted to go to Japan, and like a crazy person, I said yes. And that flight leaves in 3 hours, and I'm so bad. I'm so bad at it. Basically, I'm going to Japan on a whim.
Jealous Ned. Ted, Ned. Why did I call him Ned? Ugh.
It's 9:19 right now. LAX is an hour away. I have like 10 minutes before I have to leave for this. I'm just gonna I'm gonna pack, and then let's see if I make it. I made it.
So I started off by taking my 14-hour flight to Taiwan, where I had a quick little layover. And then after that, I had my final flight from Taiwan to Okinawa.
I've been flying for maybe about 150 years at this point, but I'm having a blast.
Hey,
Last
Sai.
second trip to Japan. Why not?
It was interesting on this flight because I'd never seen an airplane be so empty since like COVID. I guess not too many people are flying from
Yeah,
Taiwan
there
to
we go.
Okinawa. It is sort of like a niche route, maybe. But after only 2 short hours,
Comfy
I
kitty,
began my
yes,
descent
comfy
into
kitty
Okinawa
day.
and the beginning of my
It's an
first ever
overcast,
trip to
rainy day.
Japan. That's right.
I'm just
Can
getting
you
back into
believe it?
streaming
Every
again
influencer
today.
you follow on the internet has been to Japan at least once, but not me. Geez, Schlatt's been like 7 times, like literally 7 times, and I've never
Yep.
been. And I wasn't joking when I said I had barely a sliver of a plan. I'm landing in Okinawa without even a hotel book. That's how little preparation I have here. And what's
Good
better is
job,
I've been
Ted.
traveling on planes, Ubers, taxis, all the way across the world, and it doesn't appear like Schlatt was ready for me to show up. I found him.
I was in the bath.
Yeah, no, he was in. I travel halfway across the world. This guy's in the bath when I show up.
What do you expect me to be the one to roll out the red
Yeah,
carpet?
no, that's all. Should we just? Is there like hotels up down this?
They're everywhere.
Okay. Fortunately for me, it was unbelievably easy to get a cheap hotel in Naha, so I was finally able to sit down for once and reflect while Schlatt was off doing something.
I made it to Okinawa. I'm here chilling. I'm waiting for my hotel to be available so I can shower. This is gonna be like the greatest shower of my life, I think. I think this is gonna be the most satisfying shower because it is very muggy and humid out here. I didn't bring my VHS camera on this trip, but one of the main things I did bring is my green Fujifilm disposables that I buy in bulk. You might know that I take a lot of photos with these cameras from my work on my photo account on Instagram that if you're not following, you should totally follow. It's at ted.jpg. I'll be posting the photos that I take on this trip, and I'm excited for what this trip is gonna be. I don't know what else to say, really. I'm a commentary YouTuber. I don't know how to vlog.
And now, for my very first experience in
You do
Japan,
fine,
the
Ted.
moment I've been waiting my entire life for. A
7-Eleven?
Japanese 7-Eleven.
Yeah, I called it!
My first time in a
I fucking
Japanese
called
convenience
it!
store, specifically 7-Eleven. I'm like giddy.
It's connected.
It's connected to the hotel
That goes
that I'm
straight
in.
into the elevator.
Yeah, no, this is pretty fucking sick. I'm really excited about this. I mean, I haven't seen any of these things at my 7-Eleven. My 7-Eleven just has like a guy that yells at people.
I'll get you this.
Okay, what is it?
It's a onigiri.
Sumimasen. Where's that little chicken bit? That
That's
chicken.
at Family Mart.
No, they have one here
That's
too,
not a
Slat.
That's okay. That's okay. We'll get to
They
that.
have chicken at
What do I want?
7-Eleven
Maybe cheese
too.
curry bread. That sounds good.
The pizza pan, pizza bun.
No, I mean, I'm giddy. I'm giddy. I'm having such a good time right now with you. Thank you. What do you say?
Kanpai.
Kanpai.
Kampai. Oh, Oren, yeah.
What are we doing here? How? Did you zoom in?
The onigiris are goated, yeah. See,
Well, I
look, he
saw
got...
cheese, I saw curry, I saw bread. All things I like. It looks like
Mwah.
it's got a little bit of a.
A little bit of give.
Yes.
Is there anything in it?
Not yet, but get a hit of that. Get a hit of that.
Get a hit of that.
Yeah, it tastes like
It's
a
like
piece
a
of fried
croquette.
dough.
It's like a croquette.
Yeah, it does.
That's nice. Oh, that was divine. Oh Yeah, cheese and curry.
Just wait till we get a fanny chicken.
Fuck yeah, cheese and
I want
curry.
a family chicken real bad.
To give you a rundown if you don't know, in Japan you've got like 3 main convenience store chains,
They have
and they're
other
all
ones,
bangers. You've got
yeah.
7-Eleven, which I visited, Lawson, which is also a banger, and also randomly used to be a store originally in the US in the 20th century, and then through a bunch of sales and company jargon, there aren't any in the US anymore. But the last
That's so
bastion of the
weird.
Lawson brand name in the US from my surface level research is this chip dip. Lawson's French onion chip dip that you can
What?
get at Circle K stores and stuff. Pretty interesting. I'm getting off track. And finally, Family Mart, which is the home
Yeah.
of the very famous convenience store food, the Fammy Chickie. What is this, you ask? It's a piece of fried chicken and apparently really good.
Guess what time it is? Just we're in a
See, I
back
feel
alley.
like
So that's like we gotta
I
go
would
in a
probably
back
be
alley
a Lawson
to
person
eat the food.
myself, based
okay,
on
so this
food I've
is
seen
the
at
Chickie
Lawson.
surprise.
And Lawson also
First
has
time.
Family Chickie.
First time.
How'd you make that?
Yeah. I'm famous here.
I'm famous here.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good. It's greasy.
I knew it would be good. It was so good. It's the most frustrating thing about Japan. Everywhere else in the world, if you say, oh, I'm craving convenience store food, they'll look at you like you're crazy.
And how late are these places open? 24/7. Shut the fuck
I don't know
up.
much
In
about
Japan, you could
convenience.
live on convenience store
I
food
watch
because
so
they
many
sell real
vlogs,
food there
Loveland.
and not
Like,
just old
I watch
roller
way too many
dogs.
Japan
Come on,
vlogs. I've also watched. There's an anime that is basically like a fantasy convenience store that I believe is completely sponsored by Lawson. That's why I say I would probably be a Lawson person. Throw some at me. Okay, I got you.
I'm just saying, like,
I'm gonna
excuse
pull up
me.
another
Excuse me.
window.
This is good. Wow.
After that, Schlatt got his first ever wrong side driving rental car.
Let's drive in.
Ted, you're the navigation. Am I going straight
Oh,
here?
shit.
And then we met up with Chad and How To Basic, and the Okinawa crew was complete. So we hit the streets of Okinawa, and Chad and I decided to run back our beer chugging challenge.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, 10 fucking
This is a good one to
Dude, I
start with.
swear
Hang
I'm
on.
normally better
I'm
at
gonna
this.
send you
I
another
literally
one.
tied with him on cold ones. You can look that
Got
up.
you.
Ted.
On my first full day in Japan, we had a lot on the itinerary for the day.
And this
The
is-
first of which
they
was to
talk about
find
the
a
food.
mysterious slide that we could
So, like,
allegedly
they're
go
trying
on.
all the
So,
food.
Schlatt, where are we going today?
We're driving to a big slide. I wanted to go down a big slide.
This drive took longer than 10 minutes though, so we were getting a little antsy.
Hi, mate. We're here for
No,
the
it's
fucking slide,
Sea-Dog
mate.
and
Hi, mate.
Chris Abroad.
Show me the slide.
They're doing
Show
like
me
comparison.
the fucking slide. Show me the fucking slide. Oh, bitch. Show me the fucking slide.
So we began our walk towards the
I'll
legendary
never down a
slide.
beer like
Okinawa
that.
is cool, and I think especially
Val,
cool as my
depending
first
on the beer,
foray
I
into
talked about it
Japan
earlier
because it's
today,
So
a
tropical.
Guinness,
So this
I'd
walk
fucking
through was
down it like
absolutely
that.
beautiful. It was great.
I see the slide.
I also really
what
like
the
Japanese wheat
heck?
beer, actually. Japanese wheat beer is like
Oh
fire.
my god.
Unfortunately, to our horror, we could not go down the slide.
It'll break if used by an adult,
Yeah.
so I don't know if we can. I don't want to be the.
Chad didn't even bother.
It was a kids-only slide, a dastardly move by the
That is
country of
dastardly.
Japan, depriving us of whimsy. But you know, when you're traveling in a foreign
I
country
could
like
go
I am in this
Guinness,
video,
same,
it's helpful to
same.
have something to keep track of your
Big fan of
finances so you can
Sapporo.
make
Yeah,
sure that you're
Sapporo's
staying
good.
within your
Sapporo's one of
budget.
the
Which is
beers
why
that
I
I
am
talked
very
about.
excited today to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
sponsored by Rocket Money. Not just because Rocket Money is a phenomenal budgeting app that
Let's see here. What is the one that I really like that's the expensive one? Hang on. Japanese owl beer. This one. This is the one I like. This. Wait, is it a Guinness beer? Wait, hang on. Is it by Guinness? But no, this company, they do a really good one. I think it's this one specifically, the red one. That's my favorite. So, oh no, it's the blue one. Sorry, it's this one. It's this one and the red one. Yeah. Yeah. It's called the Hachino Nest beer, which is the Japanese beer owl. That's what it is. But the white ale and the red rice ale are my favorites. I went to 3-story Daiso when I was in Japan. Heck yeah. But yeah, that's my favorite Japanese
link
beer.
all of your finances
But
in
Sapporo,
one place so you can monitor your
Sapporo-
financial health. But because I am an
Wait,
avid user
I'm
of
saying the
Rocket Money,
city,
and I
not
have
the
been
name
since
of the
December
beer.
of 2024, I have been using this product for a
Cases
year and a
of
half already,
beer
and
fan?
I
I am.
love it. Rocket
I'm a
Money has a
beer
ton of
fan.
features that make it easier to manage your finances, especially for someone like me,
Hokkaido?
who admittedly will impulsively
What
spend a
Hokkaido?
little bit
No,
more than
I
I
was
should.
trying
They
to
have an
say,
excellent subscription
Sapporo.
management system that automatically
Sapporo
tracks all of
beer.
your
I
subscriptions
was
and shows
saying
them all in a single
Sapporo,
list. This was
like
great for me
the
early on
city.
because it made me realize that I was somehow still
I wish I
paying
liked
for
beer,
the
but
internet
I've
that was
I've
at my
not
old
had Japanese
apartment,
ones.
so
Next
I
time
made sure to
you're
cancel
here,
that. You can even
Loveland,
cancel
I
some
should
subscriptions
definitely take
within the
you
app
and,
with
like,
just
we
a
could
few
go get,
taps. They've got some awesome tools
like,
for
we can
tracking
get
your
it at
spending,
H-Mart,
where they'll
so.
automatically categorize transactions to help you see where your money
Honestly,
is going, and you can
the-
create custom categories
the
so you can
bigger liquor
personalize any
stores
expense
around
that you're
here
trying to
also
keep
have
track
it,
of.
like
But one of
in
my
the
favorite
Atlanta
features
area,
in the
so.
app they have in the dashboard is this comparative chart that shows you
But
how
any
much
of
money
the
you're spending
izakayas
this month
locally
compared to the
usually
month
have,
before. It's just a really good visual that
Sapporo-
personally I have found incredibly
San
helpful in
Andreas,
improving my
Sapporo,
spending
and,
habits month to month. Overall, Rocket Money is great. I
what
really
is
like
the
the
other
app, and it's
one?
free to
What
download.
is the
You
other
can also get a free
Japanese,
premium
like,
trial when you
basic
sign up with my
Japanese
link. So go
beer?
to rocketmoney.com/Ted Nivison or scan the QR code on screen, or go to the
Kieran.
link in the description of
Kieran.
the video. Thanks
It-
for
they've
listening to the
either got
sponsor,
Kieran
guys,
or,
and let's get back to Japan.
But now we're going to like
yeah,
go
yeah,
shopping.
That one or Sapporo
or
are the ones
something.
they
What are
usually
we
have.
doing?
Which
We're
I like
going
both of them
to
if
the
they're on tap,
American
because they basically taste the same to me. But I
all the
prefer
houses
Sapporo.
look like 50s American houses, and they've been retrofitted. And
Acai.
there's
There you go.
shops in them.
Asahi Dry is Mr.
Surely
Husband's
not
favorite
2 dogs
Japanese
in a
beer, and I
row.
like Sapporo.
Surely not. Surely not. Americatown was a bust.
I'm just talking
The
over
houses
Ted.
didn't look like the 1950s houses. I mean, I guess they were close-ish to ranch-style houses, but is that all the requirement is? Anyways, A&W! That's right, Ted's in Japan, and we are heading straight from Americatown to A&W for lunch, baby. I'll be honest, there's not too many A&Ws in America that I know of or were ever close to me growing up. I was very aware of the root beer as a kid, but I never went into a brick-and-mortar restaurant.
I got a root beer float, but it's not nearly as full as the one that Schlatt got.
I don't think I've ever had one in my life.
What? But this spot was a pretty big tourist attraction. There was plenty of, I'm assuming, mainland tourists getting photos outside because they had this giant sign that was very cool. I took some disposable photos of it myself, and we continued on with our day.
Nice.
To transition to later, let's go back to something Chad said earlier today.
So you're saying 100% without a doubt you're not drinking tonight?
100% without a doubt not drinking tonight. You're gonna cut to me drinking.
Sushi place. Sushi place? We went to one of those revolving sushi places.
We're getting sushi.
We ate some food. It all came out on a conveyor belt. And I continue to discover about Japan that,
The chicken here is really good.
but it's
Yeah.
only day 2, and I'm having the time of my life.
Yup. Putting in a day's work.
Alrighty. It's day 3 or something, and we're headed. I actually don't know where we're going.
We're going to Hoshinoya, Okinawa. It's about an hour up that way in a little place called Yomitan, where I think the hotel's right next to a landfill. But that's where the land's cheap, baby.
We're hitting the road. We got a little Japanese road trip. Schlatt and Ted on the road. We ditched.
I'm lost. I don't know where to go.
So we headed from Naha to Hoshinoya, Okinawa. Schlatt hadn't said too much about this hotel other than it was in the category of his fetish for absurdly fancy hotels, but I was not complaining because I was about to stay there for free. Once we got to Hoshinoya, we weren't able to check in yet. What it eventually transpired into was us being transported in a golf cart to an unknown location.
They told us to get into this car. Oh wow, we've been abducted. We've been abducted.
And with the concrete walls and stuff, it felt like we were in a villain's compound or something.
Yeah.
But we met back up with Chad and How to Basic to head to our next adventure while we waited for the hotel, which, surprise, surprise,
American town.
It's because Okinawa has the military base. I mean,
Flew possibly the furthest distance we could away from any of our home countries.
that looks
to
like a
come to
love
America.
hotel? Maybe.
I don't know why we keep doing this, but quite literally
Looks like
another
Louisiana.
American-themed attraction we were headed to, which was the American Village.
This place is ridiculous.
Basically, this is a giant shopping area built on former U.S. military land in the 80s meant to stimulate the economy. It supposedly blends American culture with Okinawan charm, and they weren't lying, because as a guy from Massachusetts, it was crazy to see Fenway Park here.
Where?
Oh! Our first stop was getting the longest
What is
soft serve
How to
ice cream in the
Basics?
world at Long Soft Cream. Really good name.
Good at that.
And this would begin a theme of getting ice cream on this trip, possibly at minimum twice a day.
Okay,
After
there's
that, we
food
explored around the shops in the American Village. I met these bears.
He's so good at that ukulele.
And that one's just kind of there for the ride.
Yeah.
You know?
She's rooting him on.
That's the best. I'm so happy for what they have.
Hello.
And then for lunch, we had Okinawan-style tacos, which as a fan of weird foods was very exciting for me.
Feel myself drifting off. There we go.
When the tacos came out, they looked like they'd be really bad, like how Europeans make tacos. But I was surprised to learn that they basically just took some aspects of tacos and imbued it with a Japanese umami flavor that ended up being really good, to the point where I was getting seconds. And I don't know if I've ever done that at a restaurant before. We then headed back to check in at Hoshinoya, and we were brought to where we were staying, which ended up being a fucking villa. Schlatt is ridiculous with his hotels.
This is fucking fantasy funland. I can buy you. Can I get by you? You're taking up the whole fucking doorway. Hey, move that big fucking tush out of
Dare put my ass on camera.
This was maybe the most
Okay,
gorgeous
got
hotel
you.
arrangement I've ever stayed at.
See that,
Yeah, I've
Schlatt?
never heard of the guy.
It's kind of like we're sleeping together, Schlatt. You ever think about that? It's kind of like we're sleeping together here, you know?
What are you talking
Yeah, it's just kind of like
What are you
it's just
talking
kind of like
about?
we're sleeping together because there's like mega
about?
beds.
Gay guy? Are you a gay guy?
What?
Are you a gay guy?
It had a full kitchen. The floor was this really nice, like almost concrete surface, but it also felt good to walk on. I don't even know what it was. We had our own pool, and it was right by the ocean. And there was a pathway we could walk down to reach the beach. It was crazy.
Man, this place sucks.
After getting all settled into our villa, we headed to the restaurant they had for a nice little family dinner at sunset. This trip was genuinely so beautiful, and I'm genuinely thankful for Schlatt for letting me tag along because this is just a great time. And then we headed back to the villa to end the night. We hung out by the pool, and at a certain point by myself, I just went down to the beach and took this very pixelated video of the lighthouse in the distance. I was having a good time.
Nice.
Day 4 was our biggest day yet.
Where are we headed today, Schlatt?
Cave.
Hell yeah. That's right, Okinawa's got their own cave system, and I love a good cave, so I was excited for this. I found out early on that I might be too tall for this cave, but that's okay, because I'm also too tall for most human doorways.
What the hell?
We ended up in this weird audio-visual display area, and at first I thought that this was all that there was to the cave, but then we found another pathway, and there was so much more to this cave. It was dark, it was wet, it was mysterious, and at the end of the pathway, we ascended a grand rickety staircase to exit.
And that was the cave. The cool cave. I'm sweating now.
Next on the docket, we visited this waterfall.
Waterfall. Yay!
Love me a good waterfall. And then we headed to the Orion Beer Factory. I wasn't able to get much footage of this part of the visit since it wasn't allowed, but Orion Beer is a beer made in Okinawa. So we were having a good time essentially
We'll have to check out one
deifying
of
this
his
beer
videos
on our
then.
entire trip.
Every third person here is wearing the shirt for the spirit.
So it was a good stop. It made sense. Next up was our final stop for the day, and arguably the most anticipated, because we were heading to the
Yeah, we have a
Okinawa
good one, Logan.
Aquarium.
Thanks for hanging
Fish
out.
montage!
Oh yeah. Fish montage. I'm here for this.
I hadn't been to an aquarium in a while, I'll admit, so going to one in Japan was really cool. But the coolest thing about this aquarium was that it was one of the few aquariums in the world to house their very own whale shark. Look at the size of
Atlanta
this
has
thing.
one.
It's massive. I mean, the main tank itself is massive, but watching this thing swim by was like seeing an alien or something. It was awesome. Also, a fun fact about this whale shark, its name is Jinta, and it holds the record for the longest time a whale shark has existed in captivity, being at this aquarium since 1995.
Wow.
We even got
No,
to
that
see
is crazy,
a Schlatt
actually.
shark.
God, it looks just like Schlatt.
Oh,
Mean. Mean.
And then finally, we went to see the Okinawa Aquarium Dolphin Show. Look at these
Yay!
dolphins. They're doing flips. They follow
Hey, they're not
commands.
bottlenose.
They're very talented.
I didn't know that was allowed. The dolphins doing that. I didn't know that.
I was very impressed with these dolphins. I might try to hire one as an attorney.
That was really cool.
Good morning. It's like 8:30 in the morning, and at the hotel that we're staying at, they gave us these robes, so I had to put
Morning,
them on. This is
Thunder.
our second to last day in Okinawa, and then tomorrow, Schlatt goes home, and then I think I'm going to Kyoto. I don't really have a plan right now.
So yeah, for the rest of the time in Okinawa, we did a little bit of shopping off camera, went and explored, and we ended up driving back to Naha that day where we had one final dinner with Schlatt. We went out and got ice cream, Blue Seal, that's Schlatt's favorite. And yeah, the next morning Schlatt would be flying out early, so we said our goodbyes that night.
Femi Chiki.
Femi Chiki. Who's behind me?
Stink good, boy.
And it was time for me to begin my semi-solo travel experience on the mainland. So the next morning we headed as a group for the airport in Naha. Once I was on the plane, I was terrified by the depiction of cartoons running away from a plane on the safety brief. That was crazy. And I began my journey from Okinawa to Kyoto. Funny enough, despite being in Japan for almost a week, this was my first time witnessing the public transit system they had in Japan. And despite not knowing a lick of Japanese, I was surprised to find that I actually wasn't taking the wrong trains.
Good morning.
Nice.
I'm in Kyoto now. I didn't even film anything yesterday. I don't know how to vlog. I'm a solo traveler on the road.
Time to explore Kyoto. No plan, no idea what I'm doing.
So far, my favorite thing about Japan is that they're stupid fucking vending machines. I mean, they're not stupid. They're cool. I think I'm gonna get this apple one because it's got a smiling apple on it, and I like that. Apple. I mean, it's good. They call me the Apple Man.
I'm very happy about my apple. Problem is, once you got these though, there's no trash cans anywhere. So you have to just basically hold on to it until you walk into like a convenience store and then you use their trash bins. The convenience stores are taking on the burden of the entire trash complex. So
This is something that you should know about Japan, is that green tea makes you hot. I want this. Green tea acquired. Let's see if it makes me hot. It worked. I think the biggest issue is
That
that I
green
just made
tea?
a faux pas. I'm
Made so
realizing
much
after
of
I
that?
just did that bit, I made a faux pas, and then I was carrying around the drink, and I was drinking it, and I was like, I screwed up again, because you're not supposed to drink while you're walking, and I guess it's just an American thing or something.
I basically just walked around the immediate area near my hotel. I went to a fragrance store. I bought a scent called Cowboy because I thought it was funny.
I'm back out on the street. I like rotted in my hotel room for like 2.5 hours. And then I was like, what in the world is wrong with me? And then I got up. I mean, it's dark now. The hotel that I'm in is like a traditional
Like
Japanese
drinking vinegar?
hotel.
Oh,
So
no!
you take your shoes off at the lobby. So I'm like sliding around. I loved it.
But that night, I had an incredible experience when I went to search for my first ever ramen. I headed to an area of Kyoto that was apparently known for having
you didn't
a lot
have
of quality
Okinawa
ramen shops.
ramen?
And I happened upon this one shop that looked pretty dingy, but I know ball. And I saw people were lining up, so I did too. After a while, I kept exchanging glances with this Japanese guy that was standing behind me. And at a certain point, I just started up a conversation with him. It seemed like he wanted to talk, and I did too. So we started to get to know each other through a mix of his English speaking skills and using the conversation function on Google Translate. Basically, his name was Kato. He was visiting Kyoto from Tokyo, and he happened to come to this ramen shop because I guess a local influencer had recommended it as being a good ramen place. So we just kept chatting for a while, and then eventually when we got into the ramen shop, we sat next to each other, and it was cool. Despite the language barrier, I made a friend.
Hey, this is me and Kato.
Yes,
We just had ramen, and it was really good. Kato's from Tokyo.
Oh,
He's
it's
very
unsweetened.
cool.
Okay.
We
I
had a
fucking
great
sweet
time.
tea, though.
Anything you want to say to the world?
I like a jasmine tea.
Come to Japan.
Everyone come to Japan.
Yeah!
I fucking love Kato, man. He is my dog. And the ramen at the shop was phenomenal. It was thick, juicy, tasty. I had a great time. By far, one of the cooler experiences I had in my solo travel experiences, just making a friend, despite a language barrier.
Yeah.
Day 8
That's
was the day
awesome.
I would check out of my hotel in Kyoto and head to Osaka. But honestly, one of the best solo travel tips is that you can leave your bags at the front desk even after you check out of the hotel. I know that most people probably know this, but it's great because you can explore the place that you're in without having to worry about being tethered to your luggage. So I did another half day of exploring Kyoto. This involved a lot of walking around, but the main final event in Kyoto was heading to this knife store that was recommended to me by my friend Andrew McCann. And I was even able
there?
to have my
Nice.
name inscribed in the knife in Japanese, Theodore, or as it said in Japanese, Seodoa.
Oh yeah. I bought a kitchen knife and a bread knife.
because I needed a bread knife. Then it was time to head to
I need a
Osaka.
bread
This
knife.
is crazy, but I want to see what it's like to go on the highways in mainland Japan, so I'm taking an Uber to Osaka.
Now, I thought that in Ubering to Osaka, I would have an opportunity to take a bunch of great footage of traveling across the country of Japan in my Uber. But what I didn't realize is that Japan's highways are incredibly insulated. I guess that's how I describe it. Let me give you an example. Ah, wow, the beautiful countryside of Japan. Oh, okay, there's a barrier there. I can't see anything. Like the whole time, they've got these NASCAR level barriers on every side of the highway. What's going on here? I couldn't see anything. It was bullshit. How dangerous are the drivers here that they need to have this system?
No, I got you.
I'm
I
in
got you.
Osaka now. Anyways, for my one night in Osaka, I walked around these incredibly dense shopping areas. They had massive sculptures advertising their businesses. They were kind of freaking me out a little bit, I'll be honest. I think I was getting a little bit overstimulated. I went and bought some reusable film cameras and some extra disposables. And for dinner, I decided to go to a ramen/wagyu restaurant. I think this was a little more touristy than my first ramen experience, but hey, it was still fun.
Nice.
Day 9 was the day I would head from Osaka to Tokyo on the bullet train. But first, I had to get some breakfast. 7-Eleven time, baby.
Good morning. This is a potato and beef croquette. How?
I bet that one's
I'm honestly maybe just not a big of a fan of potato. I mean, it's filling me up. It's giving me nourishment, so that's good. What else we got here? Just little tiny strawberries. Just for fun.
Strawberry. Yeah,
Strawberry.
the street that he's on.
Yeah, dude, tastes like a strawberry. I think I might be slightly allergic to strawberries because whenever I eat a strawberry, it gives me like this feeling of like dread. Is that crazy? That's probably crazy. So we've also got chicken, beef, pork cutlet, egg, and cabbage. Behold, yum.
That's a mouthful of a sandwich.
Oh man, divine.
So I headed off to the train station to grab my train to Tokyo. Like everything related to public transit in Japan, it was surprisingly easy to just grab a ticket for the train. So I hopped right on the Shinkansen and I began my journey to meet back up with
Shinkansen?
Chad in Tokyo. What's cool about the bullet train is that you know it's going fast, but you really can't feel the speed other than visually seeing how fast the train is going. And it's wild to think that I made this journey in 3 hours. Like I checked how long it would take me to drive this distance to Tokyo. It would have been like 8 hours. Although one interesting hiccup on the journey was when I was almost in Tokyo and then the train stopped completely. And I mean the power like shut off in the train. The train was off. At first I thought we were at a station or something, but then an announcement started going for a really long time in Japanese, and I realized what they were saying was that there was an earthquake going on. Specifically, a 7.2 magnitude earthquake had just happened.
Thankfully, I got most of the way before there was an earthquake. I don't know what happens next. Do we just sit here? I can also tell from my iPhone thing that I'm currently sitting on like a 45-degree angle. Oh! We're back in action, baby.
Crazy enough though, I was only delayed by 16 minutes and they were apologizing over the loudspeaker for that delay. But I made it to Tokyo, specifically the Shibuya area. I walked with my luggage a kilometer and I finally made it to Chad, who had also met up with Mr. Anime Man. We walked around
Mr.
Shibuya that night, went to the Pokemon Center, checked out the Nintendo store, and I finished the night attempting to win one of these Japanese scam games.
All right, here we go. And then I guess casual as fuck. No problem at all. Yeah, grab that shit. Come on. We continue it with another attack on the Luffy thing.
Yeah, he's not doing this correctly. He needs to push the back.
I don't know if I did anything.
I didn't win the One Piece figure, but I did lose like $40.
I'm in Tokyo now. With I'm Tokyo.
You've been here for fucking 2 days.
I know. I'm in Tokyo now with Chad and Happy Basic. We're gonna go get ramen. This is their last day here. I've got like 3 more full days. This is their last day, so we're gonna have a good time. But we're hungry, but we need ramen. So
We're gonna get beers.
and biru.
So we walked around this very anime-centric area of Tokyo. I believe it's called Akibara. And then that night, we met up with even more Australians who happened to be in town. We strangely went and drank at an Irish pub. We're splitting the G's. We're just having a good night in general.
We got yelled at in the bar because we were too loud. And I think they all thought that we were American, but I was the only one.
We later on went to this area called Golden Guy, which has a bunch of really tiny, tightly packed bars, and we had a great time there. It was a really good night.
Yeah!
The next 2 days I didn't film too much, so I'll combine them together. But Chad left me on day 11, so I was once again alone on this journey.
It's raining today, and I think it's gonna rain for the rest of the time I'm here. I bought my return flight. I'm officially leaving on the 26th. I have no idea how much I'm gonna film, but also this is where I'm staying. I'm staying right next to this big old spire.
It was raining in Tokyo, and what I noticed is that everyone carries an umbrella, unlike somewhere like New York City, where you've got about 60% of the people just eating the downpour. I went to my first yakitori, yummy! And the next day before he flew out of town, I met up with Cray because a local had recommended a particular ramen spot, so we tried ramen there. This ramen was really good. The local was comparing it to being better than Ichiran, which is a very popular ramen spot. And to be honest, at a certain point with tonkatsu ramen, I can't really tell if it's better or not, but I certainly enjoyed myself. And you know what? That night, I'm going back to Ichiban because I'm a goddamn ramen fiend at this point, people. On my last full day in Japan, I met up with Mr. Jacob Alfred, and our plan was to check out Tokyo Tower. We first had food at one of Jacob's favorite food spots in Tokyo that he had discovered right by the tower. We got ramen there, but his favorite thing was specifically the fried rice here. Then we headed up to Tokyo Tower. I'm not really sure what separates this from the Eiffel Tower. I think this was just Japan's way of saying that they can do it too. And we eventually decided that we would climb all of the stairs to the top. Over time as we climbed, we realized two things. One, it was for sure a mistake to climb this tower at the level of fitness that we were both at because we were both getting exhausted. And two, the Tokyo Tower has a pair of butt plugs as their mascots.
What do you think about the little butt plug and stuff?
I was gonna say it is kind of like a butt plug, isn't it?
It just is.
It's just like literally its exact shape. Why are you thinking about that?
How can you look at that?
They don't look representative of the tower in any way. They're just anthropomorphic butt plugs.
One of them is wearing sunglasses and is hurt. A little bit of a rough session. Maybe.
I mean, that's the cooler butt plug, so no wonder.
Yeah, no, that's the one that's experienced. The other one's just about to enter the business.
And like, yeah, the view was great. We got to see all of Tokyo. We made it to the top. Awesome. These damn mascots, man. What was their deal? They even had lore. These guys were born in 1998, but canonically 10 years old. That's such a confusing piece of information. Anyways, we got little pennies to remember the butt plugs by. And I said my goodbyes to Jacob. I explored Tokyo by myself a little bit for the rest of the day. And then tomorrow was my final day in Japan.
All right, today is the final day. I'm flying out of Tokyo today. This was an excellent trip. I had a good time. Probably said this a million times in this video. I don't know how to do a travel vlog, but I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me. Let me know if you want to see more Japan vlogs in the future.
So yeah, I headed to the airport, really just in general, so grateful to be able to have gone on such a cool trip on such short notice. I could see myself going back to Japan in the fall, since it was a lot I didn't really get to see. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed my first ever like formal vlog on the second channel. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know how to improve these. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later.